Lo mandé a imprimir, creo.
Hello, hello. Amy from Seriously Sweet and Cookie Snack Attack. How are you guys doing tonight? This is our kickoff night for our holiday celebration, and our very first artist is Sheila Morales from Cookies and More. Sheila, are you there?
I am here, and it's Cookies and More LLC.
They have to look for that, right? I brought a visitor tonight. This is
Oh
Timmy.
my God.
She decided that she wanted to be in on the video tonight, so I thought I'd let you see a bundle of cuteness before we start. Sheila, I'm so excited to have you with us. Tell everybody about your business, how long you've been doing cookies, and then tell us about this really cool tutorial that you're bringing us tonight, because I think it's going to help a lot of people.
Well, I've been doing cookies since about 2008. I started with cakes, but then one day a friend said, can you make like cookie bouquets for my son's first birthday?
Ooh.
That son is now like in high school. So I said, sure, but at the time I didn't know how to work with royal icing. So I did them with fondant, and I bought it was an Elmo, bought the cookie cutter, cut it out in red fondant, and cut out the eyes and build it all together. And after that, people started asking for cookies, and then I got into royal icing. And so
that is so much fun. What a great story. And you said that the child that was for is now in high school?
He's in high school, yes.
Do you still do cookies for that family?
I do, yes. She's
That's
a very
so
good
awesome.
friend.
Isn't it fun that one of the really great things about our job is that we get to be part of everybody's celebrations?
Oh yes,
Don't you
definitely.
love that? And
They
seeing
love
the
my
kids
cookies.
grow?
Yeah. Oh yes.
Well, listen, you guys, let me show you something really quick, okay? Let me, whoop, 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 whoop. Sorry, went a little too fast there, Sheila. Hold on just a second. I want to take this off so that you guys can grab a screenshot, and then I'll come back. So this is our schedule. It is subject to change depending on emergencies at my house or emergencies with our artists. We're just going to roll through it. I want to say again, thank you to all of the artists for donating your time and bringing us these awesome tutorials. This week, if you're looking at the schedule that's on the screen, we are at 7 p.m. for tonight, Wednesday night, and Thursday night. On Friday night, we have to start at 5:30. And that will be Jen Mosier will be with us, and she's doing a beautiful cookie that night. It's a gnome, and it's a Hanukkah theme or a winter theme, so really, really pretty. We're starting a little bit early because I actually have a class that I teach that night at 7. And then on Saturday night, you know what? I need to look. Yes, on Saturday night, we start at 7 p.m. with Terry Lewis of Tweets. And then at 8:30 on Saturday night, we have our second tutorial with May. She'll be doing sculpting. And we have 2 on Saturday because we're going to take Sunday off each week, okay? Because instead of this being, Sheila, you aren't going to believe this, but it was supposed to be 12 days of Christmas. We are now up to 22 tutorials, 22 artists that donated their time. Isn't that so cool?
I believe you. It's easy to get there.
It's so much fun. So we're going to take Sundays off, guys. So that's why the schedule has a couple nights where we have 2 people going. So make sure you get on to Seriously Sweet into the pinned area or featured area, whatever it's called on the store page, and then or into Cookie Snack Attack and grab that schedule and print it out. If there are any updates, I will repost a current PDF file, and I'll put a post up that we've had an update if there's any changes. But everyone has confirmed, everyone has their pieces done. Like, I feel like we're in a really good way right now. And you know why I'm so excited about tonight? Because a lot of the cookie, oh, I like your background. A lot of the people in Cookie Snack Attack are looking for ways. Hey, everybody, thank you for coming tonight. Holly just got off the plane. Did you see that? So a lot of the people in the group are looking for ways to utilize their time and make more money in the fourth quarter. So royal icing transfers are a great way to do that. But a lot of you don't know how to create the templates. So Sheila was like, I can show them that. And I was like, oh, they're going to love this. So Sheila, if I'm just going to turn it over to you, add your share screen. So if you've got that clicked for what you're going to use, and just take over, and then I will feed you questions. And then, guys, we're going to try to wrap it up tonight by 7:55, absolutely no later than 8. Okay, so if you have questions, please be putting them in as we go so that we don't get really bogged down at the end there, okay? All right, here we go, Miss Sheila. I'm so excited. Thank you for doing this.
You're welcome. Okay, so I've been doing this for a while because I'm one of those type of persons that if I can make something, I don't want to buy it.
Yes,
So
that's true.
that's how I started with cakes. Actually, I'm like, wow, this is expensive. Maybe I can do that. So for Canva, I found Canva through the Sugar Cookie Marketing Group, and they were making teams so that you can pay less because I have the pro version, but you can use it for free. The only thing you have to look is for a crown icon, and if you have a crown icon, then it's for the paid version. But you can log into Canva, make a free account, and then you will have this. I don't know if it will look a little different when it's the free version, but I will only use today images that are free.
Okay.
So on my screen, I will go the simple way, create a design, because there's templates right here on the left. There's templates, there's different things here that you can choose and you can play with that. or you can custom your size, but I'm going to start with create a design. And then I always choose a flyer.
I love Canva, by the way, you guys. I am also a Canva user. I have the pro version and it is super, super handy.
Yes, it's wonderful. I don't know why it took me so long to discover it.
I know. How did we not know about it? Because I have only been using it about 6 months.
Right, yes. So I like this size because it's my printout size. But the only time I use other sizes is when I do images for cookies. So I will pick like 5x7 or customize just to have it smaller. But this will give me a full page. And when I print it, it's going to be the actual, I can figure out like the middle of the page. And if I put 3 images here and 3 images here, I can figure out the size by, eyeballing it. So the first thing I'm going to do is look on the left side for elements. Elements will give you different drawing shapes, graphics, but you can also look for text. You can look for, you can upload your own photos and work on them in Canva and add writing. And, this is where I do my flyers for my cookie classes. So it's very nice. I do everything here now. So on my elements, I'm going to search whatever I want. If you saw before, there's a list of recently used because I was playing with this for you, but you can search for whatever you want to make. So since this is Christmas, I have not searched for this. So I'm going to do something different here, and I'm going to do wreath to see what comes up. And then I'm going to hit see all, and then I can see all the different wreaths that you have here. Now, this is a little bit of complicated design if you do it like with little leaves, but you can put just some royal icing in green and put some different ornaments or stars on it, and then create your wreath. So what I would do, I'm going to just pick this one because right now I do not need any colors because I'm going to cover it when I put my icing on it.
Okay.
And I'm going to make it smaller, depending on what you want it for. And I know that my page is 8.5 by 11. So once you click on the figure, it's going to give you this here. And this means duplicate the image. And I'm going to just put it right with a double click right by it. I'm not very particular on spacing, having it all the same, but this will give you like these guides that will tell you that they're aligned at least. If you by mistake, like let's say you're going to move it and you make it bigger and you don't want it bigger, you just do undo up here, which is very useful. And then I'm going to keep duplicating. And if you don't hit anything else, they're going to be on the same line, which I love.
Cool. I love that.
Yes.
Sheila, do you know, just because someone's going to ask in a little bit or they're going to ask later, you have the pro version.
Right.
So does that automatically give you licensing in order to use this, the free images or your pro images, a certain number of times if you want to use it for a class?
I only heard this. I haven't read it myself, but it said that any image that you use, you have to like edit it in some way, like add a little dot, something to it, and not use it exactly as it is, and then you're able to use it as you wish.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I heard this from somebody else. I didn't.
I gotcha.
Now I'm seeing that this image had the crown, so that might not be a good one for free. But I'm just gonna pick this one. This one doesn't have a crown.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use this one just because we want to do free. Free meaning that anybody can do this, even if you don't have the pro version. Like you are able to put it on your screen. But whatever you want to do with that page, either print it or save it. It's probably not going to let you because you don't have the pro. So
Oh,
that will be the
gotcha.
only difference. But I believe you can work with anything.
Okay.
And they'll probably offer you and say, hey, this is pro. Do you want to subscribe? And
Okay.
I don't know how much pro is right now, but I think I pay either 20 or 25 max between 5 people. So each
Okay.
one pays the 20 or the 25 yearly, and you can use it as many times as you want.
And if I'm going to look while you're doing that, but I also think there's like, if you join it by yourself and you do pro, that there's a monthly payment. I'm pretty sure, but let me look while you guys are doing what you're doing.
Right, but I believe I do have the cheapest way.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I didn't know they let you do that in groups like that to share. So that's really great info too.
Yes, because once you have you buy, I think, your membership, and you can add, I guess, teammates. And then what I do is I send the person by Venmo the payment.
Oh,
She
okay.
she will be the manager of the account, and I can see her name somewhere, but you don't
Okay.
have to share what you do unless you want to. But if
Okay.
you do, it's available to share between the team members. We never see what everybody else does or anything, so that's not an issue.
Oh, that's nice.
So I made my line again the same way I did the first one with the free image, and now I'm gonna grab it all like you do, like on a Word document or any other program. I'm gonna double click and wait. I'm using my laptop mouse, so
So
I grabbed it
you
all.
helped Christina already because she wondered what the duplicate button was for.
Okay, did she get it, or
Yes,
should
she
I
get it. She said,
okay,
"Yes, I always wondered what that was for," and LOL.
okay.
So you
So
already helped somebody.
good. I selected everything. I'm gonna group this because now when I duplicate, I'm duplicating the entire line.
Okay. So
Okay.
that you don't have to group it though. You just select everything, right?
I did group it just in case I move something I don't want to,
Okay.
because I do that all the time. But
Okay.
yeah, you don't have to group it if you don't want to. And then I
And,
just
and
duplicate.
undo is your friend.
Right, exactly. Okay, so I'm going to erase this line to have it all the same. I'm going to select this one again and duplicate, and see, when I wasn't doing it all at the same time, it puts it where it wants, but I'm gonna grab it and put it right there. And there I have my page.
Nice.
Now, what I usually do with anything that I'm doing, and I want to download it to my computer, you can just share, which it took me a while to figure out that was to download. I put share, and then I put here download, and then I always choose transparent background. And then you always have to know where your downloads go so you can find them. The transparent background is only available for Pro, but the page is white, so it doesn't matter. You're able to download the file, and once you download it, it's going to be saved in your computer. There.
That is so neat.
Okay. Then you're able to print that. You can print black and white because you really don't need it, unless, of course, you have an Eddie or something that you want to just make the circles and print it with the Eddie. That's also a possibility. If you do that, I would choose the size of the template for the either the Sassy trace or anything else that you have, so that it prints exactly on that size. So I print this, and I go over this with royal icing, and then I add the little ornaments. So that will be one option. Now I can show you. I also like to look for black and white images, but I think that might be only for Pro. Let me check. Black and white. Um, Christmas tree.
Oh, nice.
See, they all have the crown. let me see if there's anything. Oh, this one doesn't have a crown. So yes, there are options in black and white. So let's say you want to make an entire file of Christmas transfers. You can add a page right here. And then you would start the same process with your second image. And then you would
Perfect.
resize. It actually tells you the size. See there, width
Yes.
1.1. I never even look at that. I just pick it however I want and then make the same exact thing.
So Christina said, wow, this has blown my mind. Thank you so much. So you're already helping someone.
Awesome. I thought everybody knew this and I was so behind.
No, I haven't used this to make my templates before, because I usually do mine in Publisher, like I do them from hand sketches, but this is so much easier because usually with the royal icing transfers, right, you make them your own when you actually create them.
Exactly.
So this is a nice guide, but it doesn't have to look exactly like that tree.
Right, exactly.
So Allison says, say we like the tree, but want to drop the star. Can that be erased?
Yes, I would. I don't know if it can be erased, but all you have to do is when you make the transfer, you ignore the star. You don't have to even go to the trouble and waste your time erasing it because it's wherever you put the royal icing, that's going to be your transfer. Okay. So I wouldn't even like erase it. That's
okay. She's probably talking about printing out to give to other people though, like for a class or something.
Okay. I don't know because this image is, let me ungroup it and see what I can do because you can do things with the images, but some of them.
Like do an edit image or something?
Right. Expand or crop. See, it doesn't let me do much with that image. Okay. Now, if the image was, let me add another page. If the image was in color, it might. Let me see. Okay. However, if you don't have Pro, again, I don't know how much you can edit an image. Let's see.
Shayna says, no, not everyone knew about it. This is very helpful, Sheila. Thank you.
Awesome.
And someone else is saying you can go over to draw to the left and select white as a color and then cover over the star to erase it.
Oh, good job. Good job.
And if it's sitting high enough on the tree, I think I've cropped stuff off before by just getting right to the cutoff line.
True. It does have a crop. So this image here, if you put edit image, it gives you options to do some smart mock-ups, I guess, if you're selling t-shirts or you can see different color changes. Let's say that, and it changes, I don't know, it pixelated the image.
And Patricia says she's never heard of Canva. She's heard of Canva, but never knew how to use it. So this is very helpful. And you know what's great about this is that they have that, you know, a lot of people are afraid of technology. So what's really nice about this is that they have that starter version that's free. And then if you want to, you can upgrade. So it's not like you have to spend the money and then you can't figure out the program. And honestly, I thought this was one of the easiest programs.
Yes, actually, I also was afraid. And like, I also have this Procreate thing and I started, I couldn't figure it out.
Yes.
So for some reason I said, let me try Canva and it worked. So.
Yeah, Canva clicked for me. Procreate doesn't like me. I didn't do very well with it.
Right. I did a couple things here and I somehow made this page one. I don't know how I did that, but that doesn't matter to me. But you can just undo and do it as you had it.
And
but
Debbie,
also,
Debbie wants to know if you can use this on an iPad. Have you ever done that?
I haven't, but I do it on my phone. Like today I had to learn where everything was in the computer because I only do this on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, I only use my computer pretty much to print on Eddie or
okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's about it. Yeah.
Okay. And then Christina said, anybody make their business cards on Canva? I've heard of that too. I have heard a lot of people in our cookie group use Canva to create their business cards. And Mary Jean, she's heard of the program, but not a tech friend, so enjoy seeing this. And Mary Jean, this one actually is it's just intuitive if you've done any other kind of Photoshop programs or Publisher or Adobe Illustrator or any of that. Holly says she makes both Canva and Procreate. Procreate's easier to get the right size for her. Tammy from 2T Stencil says she has iPad and phone Canva apps.
Okay. Yeah, and once you pay for it, you can have it on your phone or the computer without the same account. Not like Procreate, I think you have to pay extra. Yeah, I did pay extra for.
So if you're on the team thing, there's 5 of you on your team?
Yes.
And everybody pays $25 for the whole year?
I believe it's 25. It could be 24, 26.
Well, no, that sounds right. Because I think for the year, if you pay for it by yourself, you get the yearly discount if you pay all at one time. And I think that's $120.
So this is where you would see on the homepage is where I see her name. That's the only, let me see. It might tell me who's in my team. No, when I created my free account, I added my goddaughter because she was going to help me do something. So I added her and she was able to work at her house on, I forgot what I asked her to do. But she was able to just download Canva and do it in her house and then share it with me.
Well, that's awesome. Let's take a look at this one too. This one says, this is awesome. I've started using transfers more, but haven't taken the time to figure out how to make them. Transfer templates are fantastic. Christina says the Canva app also works for the free version.
Okay, perfect. Yes. So I went to home. Now let's go back to my project. It saves the project automatically.
I know, that's my favorite thing.
I know.
You know how many times my laptop has accidentally become unplugged and my battery's not good in it anymore, so it dies really quickly. And I'm screaming because then I'm like, oh, it's okay. I was in Canva. It'll be there when I go back.
Right. And when you do it on your phone, it's going to make the same thing. When you load into the computer, it's going to be there. And I love that.
So you really do most of your things from your phone? That's interesting to me because it's such a small screen. Hey, Sally.
I do because I work during the day. Then I come home to cook, and then if I'm in the kitchen, I have my phone. I don't have my computer, and my computer is, I always have it like attached to the printer over here, and I don't want to come here all the time, so I use my phone.
And Allison said Canva group of 5 paid yearly is $300. So Allison, you must be looking at pricing somewhere. So is there a pro personal and a pro professional? Is that why it maybe is more? Because I feel like I only paid $120.
It's possible that it is a different kind of thing because this is Teams. I don't know if she can see different options there. Because I believe if you choose other. Oh,
up top you can see. So you can see business, education, plans, and pricing. So it matters what you're using it for.
Right. This is a team collaboration. So if you choose business might be more, I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah. So right now, if I save it, I would forget what it is.
Mimi said Canva's a great tool. 1 person is $119, 5 people is $300.
Okay, maybe she has it for 1 person and created a team. Maybe
okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Because I feel like I got the discounted amount and I didn't see a cyber special for them. Like different things, different programs I use. If you paid the rest of your 1 year, because most of my stuff for the live streaming is set up to be monthly. Okay. But there was a lot of cyber specials this year, you guys, and they were like lifetime deals where you'd get this same savings every year if you did it this year. There was several things out. Tammy at 2T says to use it personal, it's $15 a month $14.99. And Christina said she needs to make 5 friends. Christina, you have 5 friends in Cookie Snack Attack. Maybe
Definitely. You'll see you post something and then people are going to be like, can somebody make another group?
That's so cool.
Once you try it, you'll see that I really like not having, to look for the free images, and changing colors on images is one of my favorite things to do.
Oh, show us how to do that. I want to see how to do that. I've never done it.
Well,
do you have time? Do we have time, I think?
Yes, it's 7:30. So in the pro version, let's say, let me open the same document that we have here. I got to change the name for that later, but this wasn't a pro. I'll open a pro and I'll add another page. And let's say I'm going to add.
In pro, you can do this.
Yes. I don't think you can do it on the free version.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's pick, not the recently used. Let's pick, somebody give me an image that I can change the color.
Reindeer.
Reindeer.
Yes, make a pink reindeer.
Let's see. Oops.
Mary Jean is going to try the free one.
Awesome. This is a pro. Let me see what it lets me change.
That is so stinking cute. Is that not cute, you guys?
It is cute.
I totally see a cookie and a big shiny red sugar nose.
Okay, some it doesn't let you change things. This one is not one of them. Let me try another one. Let me go. See this one. Usually, here it is. So, no, usually I'll do it on the page so you can see it.
Okay.
When you can change the color, it'll show you the color here.
Oh, so click on the other one so they can see that disappears. Click on the one there you go.
It's not there. It's not there. But the page, you can change the page color because it's giving you that option. And you can put it any color you want.
Okay. Can you change the reindeer colors?
Not this actual, this you cannot. But yeah, you have to play with it and see which ones will give you that option. So I've done a lot of images where I can, but it's not.
Do one of those white deer. Do one of those white reindeer and see if it'll let you change the color on those.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Let me change this back to white so I can see it. Look at this one.
So probably the silhouettes. The other ones are probably set up like vectors.
No, I've actually changed image colors on things that are not silhouettes.
Did you have to unlayer them?
No, I just click on, like, the colors will appear. You see this black here?
Yes.
It will show you all the colors on the image, and I choose everything that is black. I click on it and I want to change it to red, and then it changes. And then if there was another color here, I would click on it and change it to whatever color I wanted. And it
and Mimi says type in stocking and you'll get one that you can change.
Okay, let's see.
And Debbie said she actually already has this app on her phone but doesn't know when she downloaded it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that means she was going to try it and got busy with something else.
Okay, now I'm getting all crazy here. My battery is ringing. Give me 1 second.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm going to plug in my power because I thought it was plugged in, but maybe. Yeah. Okay, get it there. It got unplugged with all the movement.
Okay.
All right, let's do stocking.
And it appears, Miss Sheila, that we also have a lot of Cookie Snack Attackers that already use this. So you might need to form a Canva album on the Seriously Sweet page where you guys can drop on the Cookie Snack Attack page, actually. Let's make an album over there for Canva, and you guys can drop in any of this cool stuff you make at Christmas.
Yes.
Like if you're
this is one of them. It has 2 colors, and you can change them both.
Oh, I see it up top, the red and the white. So make the white like black or green, something noticeable. Oh, how fun. I didn't know it did that.
And then this, I'm going to change to this pink. but you
Look
can
it.
choose here and move it around and see it while it happens, I think. Let's see.
Yes, yeah, that's where you create. And you can also put in your, if you have a, what is it, a hex color, I think? The 6-digit are
Right.
hex colors. You can put in your own personal color if you want it to match, which I love.
Right. Yeah.
That's so cool. I did not know you could do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's super cool. And then let's see what else. I wanted to show you real quick there was somebody that said they don't know how to how to make a transfer with the icing. Is that what they
Okay.
mean?
I think, where did they say that in the comments? I think they were I think they were saying they're using transfer, unless I missed it. I think they said they're using transfers more, but they haven't taken the time to figure out how to make them. So I think that might be April. April, if that's you, do you mean making transfer templates or do you mean making transfers with icing? I think that's April. Let me see who that is here. And don't forget about that eyedropper. I'm not sure who April probably put that comment, but you can pick up custom colors from things you already have uploaded and make things match, because that I do all the time.
Right. Yes. Like it'll give me the option here to change it to the colors of this that I have on the document, and I can just choose it for the
And use that eyedropper. Oh, see the eyedropper next to where
this one here.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and then go over and pick up a color from, like, pick up color off the reindeer.
Got it.
See, and it'll change it to the exact same color.
See, I've never done that.
Yep, that's cool, right?
Yeah.
April did not say anything about making the transfer. Oh, it was Elisa. Okay, Elisa, and she meant in Canva. She does make royal icing transfers. She just hasn't done it in Canva just yet.
Okay.
Thanks you guys for answering over there. And Julie said she has Canva on her phone too, but never used it. You guys, I wonder, because I had it on my phone for a long time. Do you think we downloaded it at CookieCon because someone mentioned it and then we just didn't investigate it? I feel like I've had mine since the CookieCon before this last CookieCon. Oh, and Christina said you can also add your logo colors.
Yes, I upload my logo and do like flyers.
Mary Jean's gonna love this, Sheila. You help Mary Jean too, because she said she's been trying to research free royal icing transfer templates. And so this is very nice of you to share, because she'll be using the free version. She'll be able to make her own.
Exactly. Yes. I changed the name to Christmas transfers, and then I can just print it or save it to whenever I want to print it, and then I just
and it's going to save it under that as your project name, right? Do you want me to take this screen away and come back, or
I was just going to show you when you print it, you have your page, but yeah, everybody.
Oh, no. Okay, you can show them that. You want to show them that in a second?
Sure.
Hold on, I'm going to take this away. Just don't take it off your screen, and we can put it back if you want.
Okay.
But show them that paper.
Let me know when to change the screen.
Okay, hold it up to you. So
you see it?
Yeah. So see, she already printed one out, guys. That's how easy it was.
Yeah, and also I have some of my leftover turkey transfers. And I will share with you that my favorite material to do transfers is my cookie bags.
Oh, okay, your cello bags.
My cello bags. Oh my gosh, yes. They stay. They don't fall easily.
Oh, that's so nice. And they're flat.
Yes. And you can there was a light. You can take this to classes and you can like save them. I have them on my dehydrator.
So Rochelle, do you feel like you have a good idea about how to copy a line and duplicate that whole row now by grouping? Look at how pretty those are, Sheila.
These are the turkey noses. Yeah, like this.
That's so cute.
Yep.
Maxine says another That's how to, oh, she's another one that has had it, but not figured out how to use it. So Sheila, you might have to come back and do another session with us after we get through fourth quarter.
Sure.
April. So April, you get your name back up there. Earlier today, I saw a message that StreamYard has fixed it to where you can now be watching from a Facebook group and get your name. So you have to go out, go through that little tagline at the very bottom of all those contact locations, give StreamYard permission, type your name, do the confirmation, and then come back in. But just wait and do it tomorrow so you don't miss anything, okay? Mary Jean says, so when you pipe in your cookie bags, how do you keep them? Do you keep the cookie bag inside a Ziploc? You know how you just said you piped on your cello bags? So what do you do with your, once they're dry on the cello bag, what do you keep that in?
Oh, right now I have these on a Ziploc bag.
Okay.
But I have them here.
Like once they're dry, you pop them?
These are all the carrots that I have from an event that I did with kids. Oh. And these, I did not use a transfer because I just wanted to be fast. And I just piped a bunch of, actually for the snowman last year.
For the noses.
Last year's event.
Okay.
This year, I'm probably going to do Christmas trees so that they can pipe their own.
Okay.
Or put sprinkles.
For people that do classes, though, you guys, this is an easy way to go to class, make sure everyone leaves with successful cookies, especially the little kids that have trouble piping. They'll all leave with beautiful cookies. The class goes faster, and they really love it. So it's nice. Like if you did a tree and then piped a bunch of lights, right? You could have them do their Christmas tree and ice it and then pop all their lights on and give them sprinkles too to make little bulbs.
Right. And I love it for ice. Ice is my favorite thing for classes because they always have trouble like piping the black and they get scared.
Yes.
So, if the image is small enough, I can give them the little black, like those little dots.
The nonpareils or the pearls?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. But if you have a big image, I have a class with a gingerbread man, and I have huge eyes.
Nice.
Just pipe these, and everybody will get a wreath and a pair of eyes, and they would put it on their gingerbread man, and then they just put a little white dot, or maybe I'll add that too. And then it's going to look good.
Yes, because they like to leave with nice looking cookies. And Maggie would like to know, what consistency do you use for making transfers?
Oh, that's important. It's a piping consistency, like what you would use for writing. Because if you go too thin, and I can show you what happens. I actually had leftover icing, and I said, like, what if I pipe a bunch of little gingerbread man? I thought, for like gingerbread houses to give to the kids. Mm-hmm. But then it was too thin because it was just icing that I was using. It
didn't have enough structure.
At the moment, they look good. And then when I picked them up, I'm like, whoa, these really spread out. Yeah. But if the icing consistency is your piping, it's going to be good. Right now, I have this is the gnome that I made as an example. And the nose was actually too thinner than I would like. So it's blended. It's like blended with the other colors.
Lift up just a little bit. There you go.
If I had used a stiffer consistency, then the nose will be, like 2D. But you can go over a transfer once it's made. Mm-hmm. So if I was going to use this gnome, I would put some on the nose and the hands to make it pop out a little. Okay.
That's awesome. And Holly said she uses sheet protectors, plastic in parentheses, because they're like 8.5 by 11 paper. She backs it with cardboard sheets, same size, so she can move them without cracking them. So you guys know in my classes how I make the Cookie Snack Attack Cookie Education System skill building cards. I actually do my transfers on that size so I can file them with my class cards. And the reason I do that is because that fits perfectly in a 4x9 cello bag. So I can pipe it and then pull my royal icing transfer template out and pop it right into the next one and pipe more. And then I can store it in a 4.5 by 10 bag. I just slide it in another bag to store it when I need to. And that way I can store them upright with just a piece of cardstock for backing. I can store it in my photo box so that they don't get broken. And you guys, can I show them something real quick, Sheila? Because this is really weird. We've never had this happen before. But the coffee shop site apparently has a new bot. So this says new donation from Kabini. Thank you so much. I'm not sure who Kabini is, but if you're watching, can you tell me who you are? They're watching from YouTube because I see the YouTube symbol. And this is a great time to tell you guys that we are 95% of the way to the goal for what the goal was for the month of November. So November's almost finished and we're almost there. And the goal for December is going to be set over in the coffee shop for the rest of the funds to do the rest of the live streaming expenses for the year and to finish off what I don't have saved yet for the new computer. So we're 95% of the way there and 4,500 people in our group, Sheila.
Awesome. That is awesome.
I've never seen that that coffee shop bot though. I've never seen that. So that's kind of interesting. We'll see what happens with that. What do you have there?
Well, I just piped this like in the air here, and I'm putting like some little glitter balls. Let me put it here and I'll show you.
Okay, and Christina would like to know, how long did the transfers take to dry? Because her gingerbread man took so long to dry.
I do put them in the dehydrator, and I have done them in the morning to take to a night class. And they do dry, but they're delicate, but preferably overnight.
Okay. And I usually do mine. I use one consistency icing, piping, and flood combined, like an 18 to 20. That's usually what I pipe all of my transfers in, and it works great for me, and they have good structure.
Yeah, it depends on what you're doing too. Like if you're doing a hard, that will work. But if you're doing some little details, I would say like the thicker it is, the better, because then everything will stay where it needs to stay.
Laura's saying the same thing too. It's going to depend on how thick the icing is you pipe with.
Right.
It's so much fun though. And have you guys been watching any of the Food Network stuff? Like they just had the Elf, the movie, the anniversary of the Elf movie. And so they were showing all the transfers that people used on the Christmas cookie challenge with Ray Drummond and Eddie Jackson, right?
Well, I sometimes miss it. Yeah.
So that was something that came up recently too. And as a cookier watching the show, I was like, ooh, that icing's too thin.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Girl, that's gonna break. I'm at home rooting them on. Like the show didn't happen in June, right? They recorded in June, but I'm at home going, girl, make that icing thicker.
Right.
Hey, Sheila, do you feel like using acetate, sheet protector, parchment? Do you want to talk to them about what happens when you do these on parchment?
On parchment, they fall off for me. Also I started with wax paper thinking, oh, that's the cheapest thing.
Right.
They stick to it, and sometimes it gets part of the paper on the transfer and it's messy. The acetate sheets work too, but I prefer the little bags because I can handle a little at a time. And what I do is I use I think almost everybody has a dehydrator.
Yes.
I would put the paper here. Let me see the paper here. I would put a couple bags. Like I would put one bag here, one bag here, and the other one here. I would pipe, and then I would just slide the sheet out, put this in the dehydrator, and do it again.
And I like the acetate if I'm going to store them, because then I don't need cardstock to thicken to make support for my bag. And it might be my imagination, but they dry way quicker on the cello bags.
I know they dry quick for me here.
Yeah. On my cello bags, even in the dehydrator on 90, I can get them to pop off there very quickly. Whereas acetate, no matter what I do, I have to leave it overnight.
Okay. And then they do pop off
Mhm,
the
they do.
acetate
They
every
do.
now and then. Yeah, it depends.
But it's so much fun. Let's see. And Lavelle says, do you seal the transfers to make them shiny? I mean, you can.
Do you what? Do you seal?
Do you seal them? She's probably talking about like confectioner's glaze.
No. Are mine shiny?
I'm not sure.
I think they're a little bit shiny just because they were in the
In
dehydrator.
the dehydrator to get the sheen on them.
Right.
But you can do them super shiny because I've done Christmas wreaths like
Yeah,
that.
you can. Now,
And
if you do use confection, you mean the glaze spray, the
yes,
spray? Oh,
well,
be
yes,
careful with that.
huh?
Be careful with the spray. I damaged one of my expensive A core backers
Yes.
using spray. I didn't know because I thought, oh, you can clean these and anything will come off.
Yeah,
Not that.
no.
Not that.
Not that stuff. You have to make a cardboard box like you do
Right.
in the cakes and go outside. That's the big funny in the group is how my 3-foot Bermuda Triangle area used to continually get ruined because I do things like that on camera. But I stopped using that stuff after it blew up in one of my cameras. Luckily, it was a really old web camera that was super cheap. Like it was my first version, but it blew up on the camera that night. And I was like, that's it. From now on, you guys go outside.
Right. I know. Yes.
Mimi says drying transfers in the dehydrator is awesome. She used magnets. She uses magnets to hold her cello bags in place. Dehydrator will add a pretty sheen when you leave them in for several hours.
Mm-hmm. Maybe
Christina
that's
says she's going to make some transfers during tomorrow's tutorial. Well, we want to see pictures and we want you to tag both of us. Okay, Christina, whatever you make. All right, now, can they quickly ask, let's have a real quick run of questions over there if you have anything, because we need to log off in the next 4 to 5 minutes, okay? Is there anything else that you didn't get to cover tonight? Because we'd love to have you back.
That's everything I had, but anything you want, I can.
Okay. Well, are you interested in popping back on beginning of the year, like when it's snowing and everyone's bored because Christmas is over and the orders slow down? Let's plan
maybe
a project.
We can do like a Valentine's project in January.
Let's do that. Let's plan a project so that they can participate that night. And then maybe you could take a multi-layer transfer and show them how to actually pipe it.
Okay. Yes.
Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
All right. And Mimi says, thank you. Thank you, Sheila. Great demo. And Lavelle has said she's seen some that look dull after a while. And that is true. The older ones, the more they dry out, you might lose that coloring. So you can seal those if you're planning on keeping them a long time. Camille is saying, thank you so much, ladies. Have a wonderful night. Debbie says, thank you so much for this. Shayna's high-fiving or clapping. How you doing, girl? Cindy says, thanks so much. Let's see what this one is. Thanks so much. I think everyone really loved this demo, Sheila. And honestly, so many of us had it. I think this was super, super great kickoff night.
Wonderful.
All right. Is everyone happy? Anybody have questions? Will you stick around with me for just a minute, Miss Sheila? And it's Cookies and More LLC. How can they find you to follow you?
Cookies and More LLC on Instagram and Facebook. I could put a link, but I don't know how. Let's see if I go
after the video's over. If you go back into Cookie Snack Attack, find your video and post a link, then I can go in and post it.
Got it.
So Janie says you're doing a Valentine's event too. No, but I would love to have Sheila back on. I can't commit to that. That's just too much already for next year because we have 4 plans. But I can have Sheila back on to do something on Tutorial Tuesday or Mad Scientist Monday. And Allison said, want to bet people will be texting to create groups of 5. I think that's a great idea. You should. We should all save money where we can so we can get to Austin next year for CookieCon. Saber says, so informative. Thank you. Maggie says, very useful info. You guys, thank you, Sheila, for being willing to donate your time and rolling it forward in the Cookie Snack Attack community, the cookie community. And thank everyone who showed up tonight. Thank you that this has turned into so many nights. And I love that we're trying to keep it to 1, no more than 2 people each day. So you guys can really have time to go back and digest it while it's still usable information for you. So you're not overwhelmed. I hope you guys are enjoying that. Hey, Nicole, So Nicole, do I have the right Nicole? You were in Christmas Cookie Challenge recently. You came back and competed. That was you, right? Tell me if that was you. I'm pretty sure I have the right Nicole there because, oh my gosh, you have to go back and watch it, Sheila, if you get a chance.
I don't know how, because I don't have cable. So if I don't catch it live, I can see it live, but I don't.
Can you do apps and just do Discovery Plus free trial for like 3 months and then cancel it?
Discovery Plus? Okay.
No, it was not this Nicole. Okay. Okay, sorry.
But I would love to watch. Yes, I will. I gotta confess, I watched the Senior Bachelor thing, and I think it's at the same time. So I sometimes change the channel.
I can see you though. Like you have your computer going, the TV going, your iPad going. I can see it like to make everyone happy, right? Yes. So funny, you guys. And Shayna says it's also on Max. I don't have Max. I have the Discovery Plus.
Okay.
For free for a couple months.
Oh.
And so I usually wait till a lot of the episodes are up, and then I do my free 3 months because you can do that once a year.
Awesome.
Otherwise, I don't watch anything on there, so it's not worth it for me.
Right. Okay.
All right. So guys, Sheila, thank you. You had a fabulous first night turnout too, by the way, and make sure you post any links so that everybody can follow you. Guys, when we get off of this live feed, even though it's over, please grab it and share it, because what that's going to do is put us higher up in over the next month as we do these events. So Facebook will help us get it out there in front of people because the reach will go further. But that only happens when you do a lot of the liking and love button when you're on your telephone, but don't go over 100 or you'll get blocked for the night. And share it into any groups you belong to where you're allowed to share it, and then share it to your personal pages. Because even if people on your personal page don't necessarily watch it, that's considered a reach. So the more people that do that, like there's 50 some people watching live right now. So the more people that share it over to their personal page, the more the Cookie Snack Attack or the Seriously Sweet page gets Facebook free promotion. So as more artists continue to come on, the reach of the event will be higher and higher. So it helps everybody out, and it makes the older videos show up in the feed so people can replay. So, and to anyone who's watching the replay, we're sorry you couldn't be here on the first night with us, but thank you for tuning in now. All right, Miss Sheila, I'm going to end the stream, but I'm going to stay with you for just a minute, okay?
Okay.
All right, you guys have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. And let me show them this really quickly, just so you know what's happening tomorrow. Tomorrow we have Roseanne Sahayek, and she's going to be doing that super cute 3-dimensional Santa stocking that you can stuff. And she's just got the greatest accent, you guys. So please tune in tomorrow night. It's going to be a lot of fun. Bye, y'all.